today I'm going to show you my Chameleon Aqua Filofax in Personal. So I'm going to go ahead and change camera angles so that you have a better view, and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so today I have for you my Personal Filofax Chameleon in Aqua. This is what it looks like from the outside. As you can see, it's got some wear on the corners and the edges, which is a little unfortunate. I'm kind of disappointed with that portion of it, but I'm pretty hard on it. So that's, I guess, what I get for not taking good care of it. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, when I open it, I have my friction pen here and multiple cards. I use this pocket for receipts of different things that I purchased. That way I can add them into my expense app on my iPhone and keep track of all my expenses. I have made my own tabs and flyleaf. So this flyleaf my friend actually made for me. She took it from a piece of polka dotted scrapbook paper and cut it to size and punched it. I've made a couple tabs on my own using scrapbook paper. It's kind of the texture of the Martha Stewart line of Avery products. Taken some of the tabs from the Smash collection and used my Avery to, not my Avery, I've used my label maker to go ahead and make monthly label tabs, and it also says monthly on the back. And as you get inside, I've used this to-do list to mark my color coding system, which I have birthdays as pink, Casey, my husband, as an orange, myself in green, family events in red, and travel in blue. That's not blue. And travel in dark green. So the next page is another to-do list that shows my chores, which I've used similar to Organize Like Jen, the Martha Stewart for Avery dewdrops. And you can see those as noted below. And then next I have my husband's school schedule as he's still in college. Here's his schedule for next semester, as well as the classes he'll be taking, and his final schedule for the semester, which is almost over. And then you come into the month per tab view, and it's basically a month on 2 pages by Day Runner. I chose to use these because unlike the Filofax ones, they are tabbed with the months. So when I flip to January, you can see that I have January in 2 pages, and I can just go straight to January on the tab. And then again, with February, the same idea. And you can see here how I've used some of my color coding. My friend's birthday, I CrossFit, so I've had some CrossFit events and some family events. So we can go ahead and come to May, where again I have my birthdays in pink, and then my husband's school schedule marked in orange. I had a baby shower, and then I'm going to be traveling to CrossFit Regionals here in just a couple of days. And then that continues on until we reach the daily section. So again, I have another tab that I've made for myself with the scrapbook paper and a tab from the Smash Book collection, and marked daily with my clear label maker. And then I have made my own today marker out of the clear flyleaf and the pink markers from the Smash company. So I just put today. I like this a lot better than the Filofax ones because I can see through the entire thing, where when you put when you put the ruler down the side, it blocks off part of the day. When I'm looking at my days, I like to see the next day, just so I have an idea of what's going on. I do use the day per page format, in which I write my appointments and my schedule on the side that it is intended for, and I do my to-do list on the opposite side. As you can see on the previous days, I've got my food journal on that side too. I don't always food journal, but when I do, I do it on the side. I've also enjoyed decorating. Jen from My Purpley Life got me really inspired to decorate my Filofax using washi tapes. As you can see, I use the washi tape just on the sides here. Well, with the exception of this day because it didn't fit. But I use the washi tape down the sides, which I actually really like. It helps reinforce the tabs so I can pull on this and it's not going anywhere. And then I put a thinner one here to denote that there's 2 days per that page. So here's just some more examples. I do use different colors in my Filofax, but I tend not to color code it. I just use it because I think it's pretty, and I only color code in my month on 2 pages sections, as I showed you over here. So moving along, I have another section that's called Food and Health on the same paper. I don't like to get really fancy with my tabs at this time. I'm thinking I'm going to try to rework this again to make something a little bit more sturdy. But as it goes, I really like this so far. So month on 2-page tabs from Day Runner for these. I didn't start doing this new system until May, but what I have been doing is using green, yellow, and red dots to track my food. I follow a paleo diet, so, well, the idea is that I follow a paleo diet. Green stickers mean that I was 100% paleo, red is not paleo at all, and yellow is 80% paleo. I also note the days that I have worked out. So on some days I have CrossFit and other days I have BBC, which is for barbell club, something that we do at my CrossFit gym. And I mark those on the days that we've done them as well. So like I said, I've only done this in May, but thus far I really like it. It gives me a quick glance to see how I've been doing with my eating and with my fitness. The next section I have at the end of this is not noted, or it doesn't have a tab, but it's my week on 1 page and notes. So what I've started doing just this week is writing down exactly what food I want to eat for the day, and then making my grocery list on the right hand side. So again, I'm traveling this week, so I've got some non-dinner items. I usually only plan dinner because I tend to have that for lunch the next day, and then a similar breakfast every single day that I don't need to write down. But because I'm traveling, I wrote down some things that I want to take traveling with me, and we're not going to be planning out our food those days. We're just going to get whatever's available to us that follows our meal plan. So as you can see, I've got the whole rest of the year of these in here because they all fit. My day per page for my regular everyday notes, I only keep 1 month at a time just because the rings are not very large on this particular planner, and I don't want it to break. So then my final section, I also have a list of books that I want to read, as well as apps or websites that I want to check out for later. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I just make note of the websites that they suggest or the books they suggest to read because I find them really useful to follow through on the information that I'm interested in. And then I wrote down a couple lists of some things that I want to look at purchasing, which will eventually go onto its own list with its own title on the top. And I just have several pages because I take a lot of notes and I don't want to have to look around. At the end, I've got another matching fly leaf that was made by my friend. That way it's easy to turn the pages. And then I have the Filofax top fill envelope here with some color coding stickers, the ones that I use for my food journal, some of the Martha Stewart drops, and I believe that's it. I've got a couple other dots that are shoved down here in different colors. I was color coding a lot more, but it just got too confusing, so I decided not to do that anymore. But I've kept them in here in case, you know, I have a strike of brilliance that allows me to use them again. Otherwise, they're just cute to have. And finally, there's this pocket on the end that I just have a receipt from the jeweler so I can pick up my wedding ring when it's finished being fixed. I do use the Frixon pens by Pilot. I really like them. My only complaint is the black is not a true black and the blue is kind of muddy as well. I really enjoy the fact that you can erase with them. I would prefer to use a finer tip pen. And at some point, as you probably saw from my notes in here, I'd like to buy the slim ones that fit in here a little bit better. But as it is now, it fits just fine and it serves its purpose. So I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at my Filofax, and we'll see you soon. Bye!